Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenario series. In the previous video, we discussed about our business case and how we are going to implement it by that is use case. We have to discuss, right? And we have to see in the output as well in this previous video. So now in this video, we are going to discuss to the how to create by the how to implement it by our functionality step by step. So our first functionality is the user can able to enter by the phone number. Then we click on to the submit button. We need to display it by the that customer information we need to display. So for example, here we are going to enter by the customer name now. So this is the first step. So I am going to enter by the phone number. We click onto that. We have to display it by the customer information. Up to here, we have to implement it by the first. Then we have to go to the next to this use case. Okay. So let's come to the here. I am coming to the Visual Studio. Control Shift to P. I am creating the one new Lightning Web component. So here we have to the giving by some naming conversion. My own naming conversion I am giving to the here. So this is the use case 20. That's why here I'm going to user story 20. That's why I'm taking by the my scenarios purpose something I'm taking by this one. So here create sales order. Okay, so sales order records we are going to create, right? So that purpose here we are going to taking by the create sales order. So then let's come to the here before that. So we need to display it by the phone number, right? So that's why here I'm going to take it by the one phone number property. So save. Let's come to the HTML. So in this HTML, user can able to enter by the phone number, lightning code, title. So customer details or something we are giving to the here. So now here user can able to enter by the phone number. That's why here we are going to take it by the lightning input. So label equals to. So we are going to take it by the enter phone number. So here we have to take it by the onchange. When it is the changing, we need to hold it by the that phone number. Na? So that's purpose handle change. So when user enter by the data, we need to hold it by the that information. Na? That's why here we have to take it by the handle change. So let's this method we are going to call it by the in this. We have the event. So in this should dot phone number equals to event to dot target to dot value. So what we are enter the phone number, that value will be the stored into in this. This is the getting by the current value. What is the current value available is in this input. In this input field, what is the current value is available? That value will be the command store into the in this property. Okay, so let's see the up to here output. Let's give it by the targets here. We need to access by the this component into the app page, right? So let's give it by the true targets. Let's target. So here we have to give it by the lightning app page. This is the targets we are going to give it lightning double underscore app page. A and P is the capital is the required. Okay. Lightning app page, lightning double underscore app page. A and P are the capital letters. Okay. Let's save this component we can deploy. So we have to deploy by this component. So let's come to the here. We are going to create by the one app builder page. Come to the click on setup. For we need to access by the that LWC component. So here app builder. So click on here. Click on next. Create. sales order. Okay. So click on next, click on one region I'm taking the here, click on done. So here US 20 we are given, right? Just to drag and drop by this one. So click on save, click on activate. So I'm going to give it by the my real-time scenarios. So LWC real-time scenario tab. So add in this. So click on save. Successfully created by the app builder page. Now let's come to the here, refresh by the page. We need to access by the that tab. So here, let's search with the create. So one more time we can refresh. So let me search create to sales order. Okay. So I think it's not populated with tab. It will take some time. So now here, see here. This is the our use case. In this use case, first we have to display with phone number. Na? So this is the up to we have developed. So once we click on to the submit button, we need to get it by the customer information from the database. So that purpose, I am creating the one Apex class, Control Shift P, create. So here, sales orders class. This is the sales order class. This is the I'm taking by the format. So now in this class, what happened? We need to capture by the phone number and we need to get it by the sales customer information. So that's why here at the rate Aura enabled get customer details. Get customer details. So this is the parameterized method. Why? Because means user can enter by the phone number. Now here this phone number we are going to pass it to the this class. So yes, phone number. Now we need to fetch it by the customer information from to the database. So let's come to the here API names. We need to require now. So sales customers. So come to the edit object. So this is the sales customer. Okay. So let's come to the here sales customer. So here SC, we are going to take it by this select ID, comma, name, comma. So we have the email. I think email, yeah. Email underscore C, active. These are all the API names. Already I know that. That's why here I'm directly typing. See here, active, email, and here we have the primary phone number if you want type. So these are all the details, name, phone, type. We have to capture the here. From which object we need to get it by the from the sales customer object. But this is written the all the record, but we need to get it by the specially for this phone number. So where phone number is the we have the primary phone equals to S phone number. Now we have to return the data, return the SC. So now here we have the learned about the how to create by the Apex class and how to create by the parameterized method. Based on that parameter method, how to get it by the sales customer information. Once we get that sales customer information, we have the returning, right? So returning the sales customer. So instead of the string, we can give it by the sales customer here. Okay, now finally we have to the save and deploy. So it is deployed successfully. So our next step is we need to call by this Apex class, this method into in our JS. So our Apex class, we need to call into our JS. So how we are going to call it? Import. So what is our method name? Get customer details, right? Get customer details from @Salesforce / Apex / our class name. What is our class name? This is our class name. Class name dot our method name. What is our method name? Get details. So we are going to import by our class like this. So this way too we can able to access our Apex class. So @Salesforce / Apex / so here we have to take it by the class name dot our method name. Class name dot our method name. Okay, let's come to here. So we are going to create to here. So get customer, we have to take it by one method, handle submit. Handle submit. So in this, we are calling to our Apex class. This is the imperatively calling by our Apex class method. This is we are calling imperatively calling our Apex class method. So here what we are given, this is the same name. And here we have to take it by the binding symbol. Why? Because means it is the parameterized method. This is the parameterized method. What we are enter the phone number, we need to pass it to here, right? So that's why here this is the parameterized method. Yes, phone number. So this dot phone number. Okay. So now here dot, then this is the standard syntax result. So dot catch. If it is getting any error, we are going to accessing by the error. So that's why error. This is the result holding purpose. This is the standard syntax, right? When we are calling the Apex class imperatively, this is calling by the standard syntax. This is our adapter name. This is the parameterized method. We are passing to the parameter. Now here we have to store by the customer details. So customer data. So this dot customer data equals to result. And come to here, we have to take it by the console log. If it is getting any error, we have to take it by the console log. Customer data error. So let's save error. Just we have to display this is the okay. So this is the way to we are fetching the data from the database. Initially, we are created by the one Apex class, and after that, we are created by the one method. So what we are entered by the phone number here, we are passing to the here based on this phone number. We are fetching the sales customer information. Once we fetch that information, we are returning to the here. After returning to the here, this class we are importing to the here. So once we can import, when we click onto the submit button, we are executing by the our Apex class method. So this is we are calling the imperatively calling our Apex class. And this method is the parameterized method. What we are enter the phone number, we are passing to the here. So based on that phone number, this Apex class will return by the customer information. That customer information we are storing into the customer data. This is the one of the property. Okay. Now finally we have to display it by this information into the UI. So that's why here come to the here. Initially I'm creating the one lightning button, variant, brand, label, submit, on click. When we click on to this one, we need to call it by the our JS method, handle submit. So save. Okay. Now let's take by the separate lightning cord. title, customer information. So here we have to the so customer information, right? So we have to display it by the customer name, customer data dot name. Initially like this we are displaying. Next is the email, customer data, email underscore C break. So next is the active, customer data, active, finally type, customer data dot type. Okay, so this is the we are displaying the here customer information, what we are fetching the customer information, that's why. Okay, let's deploy this one. It is deployed successfully. Let's come to the here. At present we are not appear by the any button here. So once we can refresh. So here regarding name undefined it is showing. So this is the error. It is showing the name. Why? Because on the loading time, we don't have any customer data, right? Once we click on the submit button only, we can able to get by the customer information. That's why here we have to get it by the template. If true, conditionally rendering we have. Sorry, here we have to take it by the lightning card template. If true, so when we have the customer data, then only we have to display a customer data. Conditionally rendering. This is called the conditionally rendering. When we have the customer data, then only this will be the rendered and displayed by the customer information. Let's save and deploy. Let's come to the here, refresh by the page. When we are refreshing page, this message will be the disappear now. Why? Because we are displaying the information. When we click on the submit button only, right? Conditionally rendering. So now here we are, we don't have the display with that error message. Now I am going to enter by the phone number. So click on submit. Once I click on to the submit, see here, we can able to see by the customer information. Customer information. Okay, I hope it's clear up to now what we have the implemented, how we are implemented. Initially, we are taking by the one Apex class. It is the Apex class written by the our sales customer information. That sales customer information we are stored into the one customer data attribute or property. When we click on the submit button, we are going to store it by that data into that particular property. Then in HTML, we are displayed by that information. Okay, finally, we have to display by this information into in the alignment. So alignment nothing but the, so when you enter by the phone number, same. So like this alignment, you have to display. How we are going to display by this alignment with the help of the layout and layout items. So we have the lightning layout. In this, we have to take it by the layout, lightning layout item. Size 2. Why? Because means we have to display by 1, 2, na? So that's why size 2. So size equals to 2. So this is the copy. Same information for the 4 times. Why? Because means I copied pasted by the 4 times. Why? Because means customer name, email, email purpose. Okay. So in this, we have to first column, we have to display by the customer name. And next is the here, we have to display by the information into the second item. First item we are displayed by the like this. And here we have the email. And next is the here, we have the email. Okay, so that is the here. This is the first line. In the first line, customer name and email, we have the populated. These are the 4. Okay, same type. One more, we have to take it. Layout item. So now in this second, we have to display it by the active. So here instead of the name active, next is the type. This is the type __ C. So like this, we are using by the layout to layout items. We have to display by the from proper format. Proper format, we have to display by the our information with size equals to 2. We have to display by the 2 columns wise. Okay, layout, under the layout items. Let's save and deploy. Let's see the preview. So let's refresh by this page. I'm copying this phone number. See here, we have to display by the element. Before it is not displayed by like this alignment, and now we can able to set it by the alignment. Now here we have the customer name. Active email type is the, we have to display with some bold format, like this bold format. So how we are going to display? For this alignment, we are using the layout and layout items. Okay. So we have to create by the one CSS file. Let's rename, click, copy to this name. So already we know, right, how to create it by the CSS file. Right click on to the our bundle, click on to the new file with the same name .css. We have to give it by the .css. Now come to the our CSS. So here dot we can create by the class name. Always we can use it by the with the dot. So okay. So div bold for the bolding purpose now. That's why I'm taking by the div bold my class name. Font weight is the bold. Okay. So let's save this one. Now we can call it by the this class name into the our HTML. So into our HTML, we are going to call it. So this name, right, we need to display it by the bold. So here div tag class equals to div bold. This is the our class name. Okay, so we have the applied for same thing to the rest of the fields as well. Copy for email, active, type. And we have to the closing tag as well for this copy. So we have the email and active, type. So now we have the applied for the this same class to the multiple fields. Let's redeploy this one. So why? Because means we are deploying, we have the created by CSS and this one bold we are added redeployed. So let's come to the here. Before refreshing the page, you have to observe these are all appear by the normal. Now we have to refresh by the this. So I think customer name SS is the added. So save and deploy. So one more time we can refresh. So once we click on submit button, see here customer information. These are all will be the bold and this is the content. Okay. So I hope it's clear how we are implemented by the up to now, how we are going to capture by the phone number from the user. Once we click on to the submit button, we are sending the that phone number to the our Apex class. Apex class will be the fetch by the customer details based on that phone number. and apex class return the that customer information. That customer information captured by in the JS. That information we are displayed by in the HTML, and we have to display it by the from proper structure purpose. We are using the layout and layout item. And here we have the customer name, active email type is the, we have to display by the bold purpose. We are using the one CSS. Okay, this is the how to get by the information from the database. I hope it's clear how we are implemented as of now. In the next video, we are going to discuss to the how we are going to capture by the this information, product name, quantity, right? So how we are going to capture this information, how to display it by the capture information in the table format. That is, we are going to discuss into the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.